Amazon just held their fall hardware event, and they have gone all out with new devices, including a security drone. I'll give you a quick rundown on some of the updates. So the Echo devices received a major facelift, as they will no longer look like hockey pucks and instead go for more of a snow globe appearance. The new standard Echo will run on the AZ1 Neural Edge processor and will allow for Amazon Sidewalk connectivity, which is essentially a neighborhood mesh network that will connect devices that are on the edge of your property, like a Ring floodlight in your garden. The Echo Show 10 is also beefed up with a hardware feature that will allow it to follow you as you move around the room. In addition, you'll be able to stream Netflix from it, and it'll work with Zoom calls with a 13-megapixel camera on the front that should make you look a little clearer on some of those laptop cameras out there. And there is the Ring side of things, which includes a new suite of car security products, including a function that will allow for automatic video recording if you are pulled over. But the strangest and most futuristic updated hardware, though, has to be the Ring Always Home Cam. The era of home security drones is going mainstream. So the premise of this is that the drone will operate autonomously and be able to provide viewpoints you wouldn't normally get with the security camera. It records in 1080p while flying and looks kind of like a Ring doorbell strapped to a mini box fan. Naturally, it integrates with your other home security products, but it will be interesting to see how many people are into this one. It'll be out sometime next year for $250, and you can read all about the hardware updates at digitaltrends.com. Amazon has jumped into the very packed world of cloud streaming gaming with the impending launch of its service, Luna. So this is a crowded space with not only Google Stadia and Nvidia's GeForce Now, plus Microsoft with Xbox Cloud Ultimate, but Amazon's hoping to differentiate itself in a few ways to stand out. The service itself is set up as a gaming channel subscriptions platform. Initially, Luna will cost only $6 a month, which will give access to a select run of older games like The Surge and Indivisible. Other channels will then come on board, with Ubisoft already announcing its channel on the platform with the promise of AAA games arriving on the service, like Far Cry 6 and Assassin's Creed Valhalla on the release days. The pricing for Ubisoft has not been announced. Luna will run on Amazon's AWS platform, which is the cloud backbone for a big portion of the internet, including Netflix. It's available for pre-registration on Fire TV, PC, Mac, and iOS, which is where Luna stands out compared to its competitors. There's a big backlash right now as Apple cracks down and makes it difficult for other game streaming apps in its App Store. Amazon is skipping the App Store altogether, though, by making Luna a web app, which is a unique workaround. There's also a Luna controller that you can purchase for $50, which you can use an Xbox or a DualShock controller as well as a keyboard and mouse. The exact release date hasn't been announced yet, but the cable channel style service has potential. You can read all about it at digitaltrends.com. As social media platforms continue to try to battle the scourge of misinformation ahead of the U.S. election, which is less than 6 weeks away, Twitter has released details about a test it's been conducting to keep people from haphazardly retweeting fake news without ever reading it first. The experiment was so successful, it'll be rolling out to everyone soon, but it started off for Android users who were given a prompt when sharing an article suggesting that they should click on the link and read it first before sharing to, quote, promote informed discussion, unquote. As it turns out, it worked. The results have shown that people opened articles 40% more often when seeing the prompt than they would have otherwise when sharing a link, and also opened articles 33% more often when retweeting. That clearly doesn't stop everyone, but it can make a big difference when something gets shared over and over and over based on some ridiculous headline that links to an article of dubious origin or is just blatantly false information. Since it was successful on Android, the plan is now to roll it out to all iOS and other users with a few tweaks to make the notification just a little bit smaller. There isn't a timeline for the rollout yet, but expect it to happen soon. You can read more about it at digitaltrends.com. And finally, just a quick update for those of you looking to pre-order a PlayStation 5 ahead of the big release on November 12th. Not so fast. One thing that has been clear on both sides of the console wars is that getting your hands on one on the launch dates of the Xbox Series X and Sony PlayStation 5 may not be really easy to do. Despite concerns about supply issues, pre-orders went on sale briefly last week for the PS5 and quickly sold out everywhere and actually crashed some sites, with GameStop telling some users they had been banned even though they actually hadn't. Today it's back on sale again on GameStop's website, but it looks like there's still some issues going on. As of now, it appears you're put into a queue to order online, which is strange in its own right, and obviously there's still time before November, but people are excited about the games, and it's not like you can go wait in line for one really in real life. We'll keep you up to date on where to go and how to get it as soon as we find out at digitaltrends.com.